Hello and welcome to another day of 31 art journals. Now, this journal. This wasn't the front page. You might have seen this actually, this painting that I've done. So I've done this on the front page, and I don't know where the front page went. I think on the other side of the front page I've done a painting and I've done something else with it. But what I call this journal is my John Lewis journal, and I call it my John Lewis journal because it's a John Lewis catalogue. Oops, I'm showing you some of the pages. It's a John Lewis catalogue, but what I wanted this for was to not only painting. What I've learnt from this is that if you're going to paint in it, leave the back blank, because you might want to use that page. And I think that's what I was going to say. Oh no, it's not what's happened with that one. So these are paintings that, did I do that one in here? No. Oh, these are not even from here. So I'm going to put them aside. So I started out just painting in them, and as you can see, I think these are paintings that I probably would want to revisit, but I was just practicing. And this one reminded me of when we were kids, and my dad used to take us up to Parliament Hill fields in Parliament Hill in London, and we used to fly a kite, and it was Kite Hill, I think it was called, and everybody used to come and fly their kites, and we always wanted a dog, and we always wanted birds. We got both. We couldn't look after the dog because nobody wanted to clean up its poo or take it for a walk early in the morning, and we had a minor bird. Anyway, so again, with this journal, I wanted to experiment and practice. And this is a lady on a horse and a farmhouse down there, and they've got other horses. But I wanted to just, again, pull from my imagination images that I could draw and practice like that. That's just something that I wanted to do. But for the most part of this journal, what I did, what I started to do was to take a page and then, using gesso, take away some of it, some of the imagery, and then put a character in. Now I did this because this was at a time where, I put the lady in there, I think and I put the bowls. So there was a side table. This was a room, so just like one of these pictures. Okay, we'll take this. So take away some of them and add the character. So what I wanted to do was, as I was saying, when I used to, before I spent more and more of my time at my mum's, I needed to have something that I could do sort of like when I was waiting for her to come back from the daycare centre, or, you know, last thing at night, to do something creative. But I needed something that I didn't have to take loads of supplies, and so all I had was a little pot of gesso and 3 colours, and I prepped these pages. And so these are some of the pages I prepped, and some of them are like, let's see when this catalogue is. I thought it might say 20 something. Sometimes they do, like this is probably one of the, anyway, general catalogue. So I'd prep the page and then I'd be able to come back, and I prepped loads of pages. So this, and what I wanted to do was create figures. So this was just about the lighting, so I created the table and a figure. this is obviously misplaced because it's a catalogue about furniture and stuff, but I wanted to create a mermaid. Again, this was just the sideboard, the chair, and there was a big window, and I put these people in them, and in every one of them I created a figure that would go in the room and create a story. And so we've got a table and chair, and she's standing at the window. So this is a book where it's about practicing, not only practicing, but creating imagery that is saying something to you. So this was just a sideboard and a chair. So I put a cat in there in a window, and I think the cat's dreaming and there's a boat out there. Or this one was a bed. As children, we weren't allowed to jump on the bed. And it was just like, they're just going to jump on the bed. You know, that's like the idea that you're on a trampoline, you know, was like really cool for us as kids. So this was something that fitted the purpose that I needed it to. And next month when I come to this, I'll show you how I will remove some of the imagery and create an image for you. So it's still got lots of things. So I didn't like this one. So I'm putting 3 characters in, you know, 2 sitting on the sofa and 1 sitting at the window with a baby. And I just went with what spoke to me. So adding this lady in there and then totally redoing the you know, the imagery. And these are getting ready for me to work on. So this was actually in the room, but I wanted to create something different. So I've got rid of some of the other things. And then some of the pages I just drew characters, just done characters that I want to work on. And these were lights, and so I created the whole background, trees, houses, and a bird. So it was like a picture like this, with just the lights. And you know, it's great, and I do recommend you, I was going to say, just get in the catalogue because it's free. You know, there is free things that you can work on or work with, free materials that you can have. The catalogues, they're always giving them out in the hope that you'll buy something. But it was a challenge. It's challenging to just see things differently, to take a picture and totally turn it into something different with a different meaning. You know, now with this lady in there, what does it mean? What's the red? Why is she wearing a red cape? Who is she? And she's inviting you to sit down. What is it? What story is there to tell? So I hope you enjoyed looking through that with me. And again, look, you know, creating imagery that you can, some of you might have seen this already. I think I posted this particular piece in the garden surrounded by flowers with the arms outstretched. Family. So I practiced actually having groups of people together. I think this is probably one of the first like mother and child I did, and it was trying to get the proportion right. So using your journal to help you work things out, the art journal to work things out and decide, well, I've always wanted to draw horses. There's a horse image that I've got in my mind, and this was the first one I actually drew out of my imagination, but I'm going to need to perhaps practice a few to get to get it the way that I would like it to be. Anyway, so we're going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. And I said thank you for watching, dismissing you already. The other thing is that you don't have to use the whole book, because if you're using mixed media and adding things or collaging or whatever it is, it's going to be quite thick, so you might want to take out some pages. Or for this particular one, the pages weren't very thick, so I had to paste some pages together, stick the pages together, sort of like 3, to give you a good solid page. Anyway, gonna leave it there for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journal, and look forward to sharing tomorrow's journal with you. Stay blessed, be a blessing. Do like and subscribe, and take care. Bye for now.